Microphone number 2 and microphone number 3. Here we are. All right. Welcome back to Candles and Coasters, episode 11. This is a deadly time to be a part of the coasters as they are in the middle of a combat. Unfortunately, we have 2 individuals down, and it is now the giant hulking undead creature's turn. And he does not like either of the people in front of him. Sure does not. So he is going to definitely be taken on. Actually, I think he is going to go for the Layla. Layla, you're about to be targeted here. Layla, have you taken any damage yet?
I have not.
I didn't figure you had.
Oh, yeah.
You've got that AC that's just a little nuts.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start right here. And this is 7. Wait. 23?
Is that what you rolled?
Yes.
That matches.
Okay, well then that would be a hit, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
All right. Now, first thing that's going to happen is you're going to take some damage here. The damage to these.
And then there's a reaction to that, so just a heads up.
All right. First off, you've got 12 points of damage. And go ahead with your reaction.
Alrighty, he hit me, so Hellish Rebuke onto him.
What does that look like from the pirate captain?
It says Hellish Flames, so probably some aqua-colored flames with maybe some blackish octopus kraken tentacles in it coming at him. So
I'm
let
down.
me write down my damage really quick. You said 12?
12 points.
Okay. And then let me grab my D10s. That's 3 of them. And that is 21 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Woof.
That is awesome.
Okay, let's see how that works out for him. So, you said 21 points?
Yes, sir.
All right. So
D10.
he ain't gonna make it. All right. And he goes down.
Yes.
Nice.
I was checking the
What do you
DC on that zombie fortitude, and unfortunately, he could not possibly make that.
That's
So
what he gets.
he goes down. And that's going to take us to Reverence.
Durin's down, right?
Durin is up.
Durin's up. Batty's down.
Batty is down, yes. I will remove him from the board to eliminate confusion.
Okay. I'm going to grab my necklace and cast Cure Wounds on Fidela.
Okay.
Layla.
Layla.
Layla. I mean, if she looks hurt. Because I was going to do Protection Against Good and
Well,
Evil.
she just got hit for the first time.
Yeah, no.
So he's probably not that bad.
I'm not looking that rough.
Okay.
This one is.
Yeah, I was going to do
Yeah.
both, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to run over to Durin then, since she's taking care of him.
He's been gorged.
Durin
So
is
we'll-
not looking good.
That's 20 points of health.
Look at you.
I
You
feel
look so much better.
And
Durin
if I,
feels like half the man he was.
if I turn around where I am, can I see now? Yeah, Astral is down.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You can see Astral is down as well.
I have enough movement to get there, so yep. Can I get to the baddie?
You want to get
All
to?
of that's within 60 feet, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. You're good.
Yep. And my necklace is separate than other stuff,
Correct.
so I'm going to swing at him. But, nope, that's a 6, so my attack doesn't work. But Roderick has an attack too.
Yes.
Which also doesn't work because it's a
Oh.
natural 1.
Oh,
Well then.
we love those natural ones.
Can I have a different D20? Anybody got a spare?
Natural one. There should be
Thanks.
consequences for that kind of thing.
Oh, I don't.
Did
Are
you get
there?
one
Stop
already?
that.
I don't know. I feel like you might have accidentally stomped on Astral or something.
Oh, that would be unfortunate.
That would be hateful considering he's on his death saving throws.
I know it would be hateful.
And you're not a hateful DM. I appreciate that about you. No. No.
Yeah, I mean, he is evil.
Listen not to the crowd, dear husband.
Oh, she pulled the card.
She did.
She pulled the damn
Wow.
card.
Right there.
I got husbanded.
Stairs.
Thanks.
Oh, there we go.
Appreciate you. Even brought me the mints.
Oh, nice.
That
I
is
did.
funny.
Alrighty. Well, I suppose since I've been husbanded, I will not cause a bad thing to happen.
Husband
This
cards on
time.
behave.
Straight up.
I'm gonna get a fumble deck though. We're gonna start using it. So
Nice.
Next time.
yeah.
Certainly.
Don't fumble.
All right. With that makes Reverence's turn. So Layla, you are on your own right now.
Alright, nobody by me?
Nobody by you.
I bolted.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
You saw her go around the corner.
Yes, but I did also remember the guy jumped up
Yep.
because I swung at him.
Mm-hmm.
So can I attempt to climb
Athletics or
After-
acrobatics? Take your pick.
athletics or acrobatics?
Oh. Oh.
Spells.
Oh.
They are
Pirate.
both. They are both the same, so it doesn't really matter.
Pirate.
God, they're both
This
the
is
same.
what she does.
That's a 9. Nope.
Unfortunately, this
Try.
pirate can't jump either. So,
See, it's fine.
but that's just movement and stuff. You want to try anything else?
There's nothing near me,
There is nothing near you.
and that's all of my movement.
Pretty much, yeah. It's gonna be all your movement.
I'm like, not a whole lot else I can do right now.
Alrighty, then we're gonna move on.
Yep.
Durin.
I feel better. I feel good. The hole is.
You look fly.
I do. I do.
Can they touch your swag? Wish they could.
I mean, it could, but I have to shoot him. Can I see anything above me or around me other than the Minotaur that's deceased in front of me?
What are you looking for in particular?
I'm looking for any distinguishing, like anywhere enemies around me before I try to move.
No, you have no enemies currently around you.
Okay, cool. I'm going to see if I can get closer to the party because I'm like,
You feel all alone. You're feeling like maybe being distant from the party was a bad idea.
yeah, a little bit this time.
All right.
So I'm gonna move closer over towards where Reverence went, the direction.
You saw. So all right. So your movement is 20, right?
25.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you get to there. You see Astral is down.
Little buddy or big buddy. Oh,
And you see a Minotaur. Or Minotaur.
Okay. I see a Minotaur.
Yeah, you see one.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. I'm going to punish a natural run this time.
No.
I gave you one. Don't look at me so angry.
Why do you hate me so much?
It might not target you.
But it
There's
is targeting me.
He might shoot Roderick.
Wow.
I won't.
Okay.
That is still it's a 7, so I don't hit him.
See? The man rolled and missed.
But the boom was heard.
So big cloud of black smoke, and Goon goes off, and nobody is damaged.
Natural darkness now.
And it is now the Minotaur's turn. And the Minotaur
Come at me, son.
has, well, the Minotaur only has really one target in its face right this moment.
I yell at. I killed one of your friends.
He's like, so did I!
Oh.
I'm gonna make his horns into a war horn.
Now he can't charge because you're too close. So he's going to pull this axe that he's been using, and
In his face.
he's going to try to.
That's right. It's the hooves.
So he wants to try to attack Roderick.
Nah.
Faster.
I take all the damage.
Why? What? Why?
No.
What's
He
Yeah.
has disadvantage on attacking.
Okay.
Oh no, because of my here. Where is it? Precise spell casting turn. Where is it? Where's my freaking thingy that tells me, hey, because you're on him, you take his damage. There's a. Come on, I had it last time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I'm waiting to see if I need to do disadvantage or
Random
not.
Pages.
If you need to do what?
If I'm rolling with disadvantage or not.
Anybody else want to help me look this up?
I got it.
What are you? Okay.
Okay, if I don't roll with disadvantage, then it is a 20 to hit Roderick.
I have the mounted.
It forces the attack to. If you want to attack him, he has to attack Reverence. As
Okay.
long as she's it, he cannot attack Roderick.
Cannot target Roderick. All right,
Cannot.
so then it is a 20 to hit Reverence.
That hits.
Okie doke. So then we're gonna
Thank you for that.
She takes it like a champ.
throw that right there. 23 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And as he hits her, I was like, "Is that all you got? She's still up."
Why? Why are you helping?
Wait a minute, whose side is Durin on?
I'm
Durin is on
I'm
Durin's.
doing. I'm doing vicious mockery.
I'm barely.
You're not a guard!
I've seen it happen. I don't know.
I'm barely upright in my saddle.
Okay. She's not looking good, y'all.
You don't have the taunt feat either. I
That's
do.
a-
I just see her looking majestic,
Wow.
taking it like. "Ugh."
that's pretty-
No, that's me
Yeah.
passing out on the horse,
Oh,
majestically.
oh, I thought you just like took it like. "Ugh, okay, that's
Oh,
not
no.
gonna do it."
It's just like no.
All right,
Floppy,
so
bloody ragdoll.
Reverence, you see one of these giant ballista bolts descend from the skies, but just embed itself in between the two of you.
Woo!
Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
My fault. Yeah.
Can't
Darrow?
trust that's not a hallucination.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Astral.
Yikeroonies. I don't like any of this.
Okay. And then there's this creature up top, which right now doesn't have any reason not to.
No.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to advance, and he's just gonna stab you. So there you go.
You don't
Oh,
want to roll
there you go.
fish for that crit for the double kill.
I don't want to, no,
Okay.
but I mean,
Why?
I guess if you would like to, I'll throw it.
No.
What? Why? Are you trying to kill yourself?
I will evolve.
He
Okay.
will evolve.
Okay. Got you.
I don't want Darrow to go anywhere.
He will resurrect.
You got lucky, because it was a 19.
19.
So, yep, there you go, sir. You are, thank you.
No.
Darrow remains with a single candle lit. And then, Sai,
My turn.
it is your turn.
Hey.
You see all kinds of nasty in front of you.
So much terribleness going on. That's neat though. That's fine. That's fine because I already turned into a panther because we're gonna try to work on this.
Ooh, Panther can climb.
Panthers can climb. They can.
Yeah, I don't know if you would know what's going on up there or not. I'll give you a perception check.
Panther has
Okay.
wonderful night vision.
They do indeed.
You let me save Darrow.
This side.
You've already pulled the husband card once, so
Alright, that's rough.
you
Just
used
saying,
it up for the
you
game.
kind of used
One
it already.
possession.
Like, what are you gonna
Alright.
do? Yeah, I don't feel like I saw it with a
Because
10
he-
probably.
He tried to make me cry every session, so I
I'm
feel
gonna
like I
not
have a lot
give
of
it to
cards
you
that
this
I
time.
can-
Only because he's an assassin. His
as a
stealth is
team
pretty
collectively
high.
think that you're going
Yeah,
to cry.
yep,
Now,
yep, yep.
if-
So all
It's
you
okay.
know of right now is there's a
for
Minotaur
every
left to
one
kill.
husband card
Oh well,
you
the
vote,
Minotaur left
he
to
gets
kill,
an
and that's where we're
opportunity to
going.
All right, I know you've got the movement.
Yeah.
So
Making you cry,
how
you
would
get
you like
more
to approach the
personal.
Minotaur? Do you want to be like right on top of him? Do you want to come around from the side? Like how are you hitting him?
As a panther, if I have at least 20 feet of movement to get to him,
You got it.
awesome. Then what I can do is actually use a pounce attack on him. So we're just gonna go straight. We're gonna go straight up for just running at him and jumping on his face.
All right. Wildcat.
Face pounds.
I know he's gonna make his strength. I know he'll make it, but he does have to make a strength saving throw of 12, just not to be thrown
He might
or not
fail.
prone.
It's possible. He could fail it.
Not really expecting him to fail it, but
And
you know.
when you roll your attack roll, you roll with advantage.
Okay.
He is currently reckless. I don't
Okay,
know why I
cool,
just
cool.
threw 2 of those. I only need to throw 1. Okay. 15 on his saving throw.
Yeah, I figured. That's gonna make my highest one 16 to hit.
Okay, and that will hit.
Will it?
It
Good.
will.
Good, good, good.
I hear it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna give me for that. I'm trying to see if it's gonna, if I'm only supposed to use 1 claw attack or 2. I think I'm just supposed to use 1. That's only gonna be 4 damage, but it's 4 slashing.
Okay, he takes it.
And that will be, yeah, that'll be, the Panther can make 1 bite attack it, and I will use my bonus action to make a bite attack.
Go for it.
Because I can do that.
You still get advantage.
Okay. Okay. That one is going to be a 22.
That will definitely hit.
Awesome. I do know what dice are, I swear. Aha! That's better. That's gonna be 7 piercing damage.
Okay, he takes it.
Alright. That will be my turn.
All right. Reverence,
Good job.
you got a Minotaur in front of you and a Wildcat all over its face right now.
Yep, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon
Okie doke.
and attack with it against the Minotaur.
Okay,
Let's see, that is a 19.
that'll hit.
Okay, so it is this plus, that's 12 damage to him. Now the cool
Alright.
thing about this is I can move it up to 20 feet and hit again. So, do I see
Perception check.
11?
You do not.
Well, that's rude. Okay, so Roderick is now gonna stomp at him.
Yes.
Ooh,
Do it.
What you got there?
A non-hit.
Yeah? Is it like a single digit non-hit?
Yep.
Would it be like the beginning of a D20 sort of?
Which one number might it be?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which one number might it be? Is it
It's a bad one.
is it a bad one? Is it a, would you call it like maybe a natural
Is it
bad one?
Is it like a 1 kind of bad one?
I don't think it's the dice, I think it's me.
Did you use a
No.
different die?
Yeah, I used the one you gave me.
Use the tiny ones.
Use a tiny one.
I use the
Well,
ones.
you
Then
can roll
all three of us will
some.
be over here.
We're going to go ahead and give you a roll a percentile check.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
And Astral,
This,
Oh
these
no.
two?
Astral.
high or low is good for you.
Which one are you
Oh,
going to talk to?
Astral.
What
I'm
did
so
I?
sorry.
There you go.
High is good for me.
What'd you get?
34.
Okay, not good for you. All right, so you know what to do, sir.
This is fine.
You have taken damage. We now have Only a single candle left burning for
We
Astral.
just had children.
To be fair, they're adopted.
I can't be a single mother.
What does that have to
Astral.
do with it?
Well, I was just trying to make her feel better.
So rude. That's all I can do.
All right, Layla. Layla, there's so much going on right
There's
now,
so
but you
many
haven't actually
options.
looked around the corner to see it.
No, I haven't. So I'm gonna try and get up there again.
Search the bodies.
No,
She's
not
looting
search bodies.
already.
Nobody's looking.
No,
Can't be mad at it.
That is an 18 on the die.
Woo!
So that is a 21 to get up on the rooftop.
You come up the rooftop of this ramshackle building and you see a familiar looking individual who appears to be having his way with Darrow's
Whoa.
corpse as he's rifling through the pockets.
I am performing.
That's what we're calling it.
And he catches your movement and gives you the evil glinty grin and says, "Oh goody, I knew you couldn't stay away."
How far away from
You
Duro am I?
are
Or
10
Darrow.
feet, or you're 10 feet.
Do I have enough movement left to shimmy around the guy to be able to touch him?
Yes, you can.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you are.
Excuse me. And touch and spare the dying.
Spare the dying.
So he at least is stabilized.
Okay.
He's not up, but he's
No,
stable.
yep.
Put
There we
your
go.
candles back on.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't work. Just means
I didn't vote for this.
It just means he doesn't have to make any death saving throws anymore.
That's
But
right.
he's still.
Yeah.
I remember something about that now.
Yeah.
Anything
Still
else,
vote for
Layla?
that.
No, unfortunately, that is an action to cast. So I'm just up here as a target now.
But the good news is you are up here as the target.
I am, so he won't start
I
to
volunteer,
Tara's up
It
here
was an
like,
act- oh,
I
you
want to evolve.
You used your whole movement already, didn't
Let
you?
it happen.
I'm the whole movement to get up.
He's coming.
But if I move out of his space, then he gets an opportunity as well, and that also would not be good.
Stay on
So
camera,
I'll just
sir.
stick up here. It's
Do
fine.
you say anything? What, like when you do spare the dying, like what does that look like? What does it sound like?
Stay with me, Daryl.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it. Probably just like a wisp of light going from my hand into them.
Okay,
So.
we'll give it that then. Durin.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna head over. I'm gonna keep going that way.
We got 10, 15, 20, 25. You can almost get to the Minotaur. You are at Astral's fallen body. He does not look good. His skin has gone very pale and the life is leaving him.
As Roderick just stomped on my chest.
Roderick was trying to give you CPR.
I don't know that.
He did it too hard.
He's trying to restart.
You're just gonna wake up and be like, "Why I got a hoof print?" I mean, maybe you'll wake up. We'll find out what Durin's about to do
Dun,
to
dun,
you.
dun, dun.
I feel like he's gonna rub dirt in it.
Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing he
Down,
would do.
ready to drop a rock on my head. I don't
Yeah,
know what it's
Rub some dirt on it and get
Yeah.
ready.
I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
Medicine check, unless you happen to have a healer's kit on you, in which case it's just an automatic thing you can do.
I mean, I do, but I rolled a 23.
Hey.
Either way, you have now stabilized Astral.
Can I use a kit on myself?
No.
No.
If you have.
So there's your action and your movement. Do you have a bonus you want to use?
That's what
I'm gonna keep talking ish to this.
Yeah, I don't
thing.
have that one. I have healer kits, but I
Oh.
don't have that feat.
He's over here with a healer's kit. You wait till I get through with him. I'm coming for you next.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
gonna
doing
keep,
something
I'm just
right
gonna
now,
keep,
but I'll
like,
be
counting. I was
with
like,
you in a moment.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
And a healing kit.
I'm lucky I'm healing. If not, I'll be shooting you in the face. Give me a moment.
I'll be
You
with you in a
majestic
moment,
cow.
I'll be
sir.
with you momentarily.
You're not even on my radar, you majestic looking cow.
He's
He
a
hands him a piece of
gangster.
paper.
Majestic
That's a waiting
looking
number.
cow.
Yeah. Ah, number 3. Your turn. Okay, Jared, is that all you've got then? Okay, so back to Minotaur. Minotaur's got a wildcat all over his face, so
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna
is.
try to take care of that
Yeah,
wildcat.
that's probably not a good thing for me, and it'll probably work. But you know what?
He just
I'll go
Space.
happy.
Nom nom nom.
So we're gonna stay reckless with this.
He's a minotaur,
'cause
so
why
like
not?
beef.
And then after you're done with that, you should hop up on top of the building,
Mhm.
and then the thing that's on top laying down, you should swipe it. You know, cats do it, swipe off stuff.
22 to hit the panther.
Why? What's a why? Yes.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Because you're chewing on its face. He's like, stop that.
that was bad. That was.
Oh no.
Oh, that could have been bad.
That could have been.
9 points.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Teetered on the edge there. That could have been
Thank you.
so
Gee,
much
that
worse.
could have been awful.
Okay.
But it wasn't. So that's all we're gonna take away from this scenario. It wasn't awful.
That is correct.
Okay.
And so that's going to bring us back to the top.
I have
Yes.
I can see the people on top of the container.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. We taking a shot at the assassin guy that just stabbed the person on the ground.
There you go. Go for it.
Still sharpshooter.
I'm gonna stop rolling with my left hand. I think that's the
Good.
problem.
You're thinking you're putting some sort of English on it with the left hand and it's causing.
Unfortunately, that's not going to make it, sir.
Well, only
In there.
Okay.
The other
Layla, as you are getting ready to battle the assassin in front of you, one of those ballista bolts comes firing down from the sky and embeds itself halfway through the roof of this place.
Cool.
Does it hit him?
It does not, unfortunately. Darrow, you are stabilized.
No.
Yay!
Aw.
Astral, you are
I don't like this
stabilized.
so much.
Are we happy about this? I'm getting mixed signals.
Well, we're still unconscious,
See,
but we're not making saves.
We're playing it cool.
Okay.
It feels
So we
it
don't get
feels
a
like
turn
one of
until
those moments
until we
where some people
actually
have
revive.
characters waiting in the wings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
very much like a Tavares moment.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
You have characters on the side. You're like, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Characters on the side.
Yeah.
I do
Not
have a
like
plethora.
anyway. Sorry.
I do have a plethora of characters.
Stop.
I
Okay,
switched.
so
It's
now
not
I gotta
wrong.
get a 23 to hit
Again.
you, so that's not gonna
They're
hit.
in the wind.
He has
Yeah,
like
I don't
this
think
whole
that's
line of
gonna hit
characters
either.
that's
That
going
is
to
also
kill me
not
on
gonna
screw.
Every idea, I'm like, you know what?
Yep. Here's another broken character to play.
I don't have that many. Just a few.
I can look at how many you have.
And a lot of them are still level 1, level 2. They're not broken yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing yet.
Because you
haven't
leveled them
gotten
back down because you thought you were going to use them.
What's happening? Anybody?
So there's that. Okay.
Plotting and
We
planning.
don't know.
Uh,
It does sound like plotting. It sounds a lot like plotting.
Shaggy,
good
you were
news.
not to
Your
help
AC
him.
is so high he was not able to hit you. Now that I know that you're a 23, he did not come close.
I am also a 23.
Sai, you got a Minotaur that would really like to eat you.
I
What you want to do about that?
would like to go ahead and
Eat him first.
Eat
Yep.
you back. Yeah.
Yep. Yep, we're not gonna do that.
Oh, no.
No, no,
Oh, my earrings are.
When I don't actually have to do any actual movement, I think I get 2 claw attacks and 1 bite, right?
You should.
They are.
That sounds fine for me. You get advantage on whatever attacks you're making.
Am I shining
Yeah.
light on this here?
Reverence, get ready. You're next.
I'm ready.
Bite. Neither of those is gonna hit, with the highest one being only a 9.
I still
That
have
is
to
correct. That will not hit.
use it, and hopefully I get
Okay.
it on it.
But the first claw attack I'm sure will hit because it is gonna be a
Move
22.
it 30 feet.
Hit it. Move 20 feet. Hit it again.
Sounds good to me.
It's 21, it says.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, and
Within 5 feet of the
the next one is gonna be a 16.
Technically.
And that'll hit. You got 2 hits.
Cool, cool, cool.
Go ahead and give me some damage. All that beautiful beam footage.
30, 75, 104. Just kidding.
104 would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll throw in 4s here.
Dang it! Okay.
We can read.
18.
I wish I could do
He's
more.
still with you. I know that's surprising.
You know what? It's fine.
This is fine.
He's not happy about it. That was my objective today.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No,
I'm
he
not happy about
definitely.
him, and he's not
he is
happy
not
about me,
happy
so-
about you. He really
You know what?
wants to kill you.
You know what? We all have goals in life.
Reverence.
I'm hitting with my spectral weapon, the
Okay.
guy in front of me. But as I'm doing this, do I now notice all the noise and stuff going on at the top of this thing that I'm far enough away that I can see the top of?
Perception with advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh, a natural 20 on the first one.
There you
so-
go. Yeah. Yeah. You know there's stuff going on up top.
Okay, so the first hit's to the Minotaur, and that's 13.
To hit.
Yeah.
Will not.
Okay, so it's gonna move upstairs.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is one of these plus 6 damage on that. And then Roderick's gonna fight the guy downstairs.
Is he?
He gonna try.
Okay. Good.
He gonna do it.
Now he does have advantage on his attack rolls, so that's a good thing.
Natural
Nice.
20.
There we go.
Are you using the tiny dice?
I am.
It is doing
The
something.
tiny dice is fabulous.
It's
See, but then she
sparkles
moved
in
up
it.
to the regular
It's
size
clear
dice.
with pretty blue sparkles in it.
Oh,
7
mine's blue with, like,
damage from his hooves. His mighty hooves.
His mighty hooves.
I'm
Do
just
7
gonna
points.
roll this
Behooved him to take
to
damage.
see.
It definitely behooved him to take damage.
Haha!
I don't mean to be all on you.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. Anything else from Reverend
No, sir.
Layla?
My turn?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I am going to smirk at him and then swing at him.
He thinks that you're dating at that point. Like, he's already told you all kinds of, gross stuff, and now you're
Does a
smiling at him.
19 hit?
19 hits.
Nice.
Unfortunate for him.
Yes, it is.
She's over there. Yes, it is.
What
What you don't know is
10 points of damage.
I put a smite in this. He's still with you.
That's more than I did over here, so go you.
Yeah. I only rolled a 3 on my dice.
Listen,
That's okay.
lady, you're not over here
They'll do
like
that.
trying to eke out
I
10.
said they'll do that.
Anything else?
No, that'll be it. He's my target right now.
Durin.
I will move when he is dead.
Look at Astral.
Get up!
Stop making.
What are you gonna do? Put him out of his misery?
No, I was looking at him like,
Felt like he was like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
You want to smoke?
Remind
Like,
me
this
of
is
that
a mercy.
moment
we
where-
can't fix this.
I was like,
I'll show you what we do to horses.
And I turned back to the Minotaur. Look what and I attacked him. I was like, you did this to my friend.
Aw.
But don't tell him I said friend.
Don't tell him I said that.
Don't tell him
You
I
are
said
just
this.
you are just floating in the void. You have no idea.
That is a 19 to hit.
Nice.
That will hit. You are rolling with advantage, correct?
No. That's even better. That was an 18 on the die.
Okay.
So 13 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, Minotaur does not look good. Minotaur
Told
looks
you.
real bad.
Told you got my attention.
Alrighty.
Took out your friend.
Anything else, Durin? I'll move you up so you can actually make that attack.
No, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna wear his horns tonight.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's coming after you, Durin. He's got the panther on him, but you just put some pain, and you've been taunting him this whole time.
I'm gonna
So-
take that battle axe from you. Add it to my collection.
So he's gonna try to fight you now with Panther on his face. Eh?
Okay, so that's, was it 17? 17, okay, throw it in, just in case. Even better, yep. 22,
I'll take it.
okey-doke.
I welcome it. Hit me! I've been
You
healed!
sure?
I can take it!
Are you sure?
No, I'm gonna say I can take it!
Thank
Oh,
you.
Lord. Here we go.
25 points.
Take it like a champ.
I give up.
You never let him see the weakness. How many points?
25.
Is he down?
Okay.
One more.
Doing this normal.
It's like,
Failing me.
is that all you got?
Hey, you know what? You kind of hurt me, so
Seeing
thanks.
the Minotaur smack somebody.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Shooting the Minotaur.
Alright.
Is it 24 to hit?
You know that guy.
Yeah.
To be fair, because I wanted to have their HP.
For 10 damage.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the ballista bolt comes down from the sky again and skewers the Minotaur, and it is dead.
Nice.
DED dead.
Yeah.
Already on a spit, ready to roast.
I'll try one, sure.
Darrow, you are stabilized.
Thank you.
Astral, you are stabilized.
So weird. But it's so good.
Layla,
Yes.
this nasty guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he wants a piece of you.
I'm sure he does.
You got another one of those
But what
rebukey
you gonna
things?
do about it?
What, the spare that I?
No, one of those rebukey
Hellish
things.
rebuke.
The hellish
Oh,
rebuke?
no, unfortunately I have casted both of my second level spells, now, so.
You don't have one already?
Yep, that's gonna do it.
Oh, no,
23.
I have cantrips, but, hellish rebuke is not a cantrip.
Okay, 23 to hit will hit.
No, it's pretty freaking great.
Mhm.
I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a 7.
Teen. Always say teen.
All right, first thing happens is you take 5 points of damage from the sword,
No.
and then this burning, awful sensation rolls through your body
My.
for 22 points of poison damage.
I take it.
I felt that over here.
I absorb
Hold
it.
on, doing math. You're fine.
Still up?
I mean,
No, that's
She's doing a lot of ciphering over there.
down.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
In that case, he doesn't have to roll for the second one. So, go ahead and turn off one of your candles.
Not that one.
Well, that one? I can turn off a different one. This one was just the easiest one to grab.
oh, don't act like you're not enjoying this.
Sigh. Minotaur is dead.
Good. Good. He deserves to be dead.
He is very dead.
Yep. So, that leaves me to ask about the people that are up on the roof. Because I feel like
We're having a party up here.
I should have been able to see that by now.
Well,
Maybe?
I would
Could I?
normally, possibly, so we'll give you a perception check with advantage.
Alrighty?
Perception. Discreet.
Oh, wait. Ha! Okay, well, it matters. Could I say that and add 20 for something else? Anyway, 24.
Right.
You know there is definitely something happening up top because you hear the sounds of combat. You saw a spiritual weapon go up there, but currently it's all gone quiet.
Everything must be okay.
How far is it from me? I have 50 feet of movement.
10 feet up,
I have 40 feet of climb.
then you got
I
it.
can go up.
You got it without
She's
anything.
a kitty cat. She can make
Yeah, she's
one
a
leap.
whoop, whoop. You jump up here, you see Darrow down. You see Layla down.
Awesome.
You see a nasty looking individual who is pulling his sword out of the fallen body of Layla.
Nope. How far from me is he?
You are, we'll give it to you. You come up on him. You're on him.
Okay. That means I will not have enough space to do a pounce attack, but I will definitely have enough space then to go ahead and actually attempt to hit him. Period.
Go for it.
So.
She smells the catnip in my bucket.
That first bite attack's not going to hit him, I'm sure, with a 12.
That is correct. That will not hit.
Come up here.
Aha! But the claw attack with a 23,
Nice.
Will hit.
I am apt to believe would hit him. And the other one with a nat 20.
Yes,
Nice.
please. Give me some
100%.
damage. Give me some damage. Come on.
Alright. Alright. First claw is going to be.
That's critical, right? I mean, like, so what does
She
it
gets
do?
extra dice on her damage.
Doubles the dice. And then
First claw is going to be for 4, and then I roll 2d4s for the second one.
Correct.
Well, if I was rolling more than d4s, that would help a lot.
One more D4 is better than
Get a,
Yeah.
get
standard
Then,
D4s.
be a bigger panther.
I'm working on it.
Bigger panther. Yeah.
It's going to be 7, 8, 9. 9 more damage.
nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Do something.
He's not happy. He is definitely not happy. Reverend, you saw Sai go up and you hear her in combat with something up there.
Well, I've been hitting it with a spiritual weapon, so I know
You've been,
there's a person up there.
There's a person.
it's your turn.
Yeah, spiritual weapon one more time against him.
Do it. Take him out.
14.
Will miss.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the spiritual weapon. I'm gonna come down off of Roderick, and I'm gonna
Okay.
use my last bit of necklace for the day, which is Cure Wounds for Astral.
Okay.
So I'm off my horse, and Cure Wounds is that. That's 14 points of health
Nice.
for you.
Awesome.
All right, Astral. You are.
That's it.
You open your eyes. You're staring at the night sky. You can feel the wounds on you knitting together.
Oh,
Layla,
God.
go ahead and make your roll.
So much.
She's like, I don't know.
Make it 10 or higher,
But
right?
I fixed it.
That looks awful, though.
Oh, nose.
I'm still bleeding very badly.
You're alive,
Durin.
buddy.
You should probably-
Durin, you see Astral open his eyes.
I almost lost you there, buddy.
I'm out of here.
As I move my hands away from his pockets.
Dang.
Yep. First face you see is Durin's.
I
It was a
What
nightmare.
fins again?
you just had to ruin it. No.
You just had to ruin it.
Ruin your
Oh,
nose.
you called me buddy.
I don't know why you're gonna make it up.
You called me buddy.
we can. I can put you back down.
He was obviously talking to Goon.
You can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw.
There's
Sai.
something going on up top. You have
Okay.
no idea though.
And how high is it to get up there?
10 feet.
Curses.
Athletics.
My
Curses.
rival.
Why,
Height.
she's-
Height.
3 times.
My rivalry. Height.
Yes.
I will see this so bad.
Me?
Oh, wait,
You can do it, man.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to can I just like
He's
sit
a
on your
very
back?
tall lady.
Can he attack the box and like climb it?
We're gonna find out what he does when he rolls his dice.
I'm gonna.
Come on. There you go.
Oh, okay. That's a 19.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you're like, oh, climbing sheer cliffs. That's what I do for fun. You go right up the side of it, and as you reach the top, you see that Sai is engaged with a nasty-looking individual, and you see Darrow and Layla are both down and do not appear to be moving and/or breathing.
We are performing.
He should be breathing.
Am I close to Layla?
Yes, you are close to Layla.
Okay. I could use my med. I could.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
dies,
I can't
Yeah.
fight a cannon.
Oh no, I still have.
What?
But if I
Yeah,
save
you're right.
her,
So,
If she dies, you
she
definitely.
may let me save. Oh. Okay.
If she dies, no one's letting
I'll
you
use the
use that
medicine
cannon.
kit.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's your action, so you're stabilized.
I was like,
No, I was gonna say none of the rest of us would ever let you.
you guys seen this? I saved her!
Nobody saw it, unfortunately.
And I hear you yelling that, and I turn around and I snarl at you, because clearly there are more important things I'm handling.
I feel like both of you are gonna, check yourselves out and realize like he stitched his initials into your wounds.
Probably.
Cannon.
Go ahead.
I do not
Saved by
feel
Durin
guilty for
Rothgar.
convincing you I can't have cinnamon anymore. Zero regrets.
You owe me. You got it.
Do not throw rocks here.
Yeah, that sounds better.
18 damage.
So Sai, you see one of these giant ballista bolts come out of the stars and hits your target here, who looks pretty nastily, pretty badly damaged at this point. Darrow, you are stabilized. Astral, you are awake and may act.
Okay.
You know there's something going on up there because you can hear it, and you just saw an impossible sight as Durin scaled a 10-foot high wall without any issue at all.
Yeah, buddy. No issues.
Yeah, I think I get to my feet. I'm gonna try to get up there as well.
Okay, give me that athletics, sir.
You don't make it. I will make fun
Not
of you.
acrobatics, right?
Right, you're not a pirate.
Oh, you're not a pirate. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, my athletics and my acrobatics are both a +3, so it really didn't matter.
Hey.
Just remember.
Let us remember how unfair this is.
This is 6.
You're not sure how Durin did it. This wall is just unclimbable.
I'll look over.
Really?
Durin saw you fail and giggled at you.
My bad, I'm sorry.
You hear it. It's still going.
You can do it!
If I
Now you do have 3 fate dice left,
You know
just so
those
you know.
angry little
can I
cat
back
feet
up and
things that
see
cats
what
do?
and get a little
Doing
space
that
and
right now. The
possibly
angry
get
bat.
an angle where I can see the target.
Yes.
That's what I would like to do. Take a couple steps back, get about 10, 15 feet back.
Yeah, we'll give you 15. There you go.
You can do this. We
You can
believe
see
in
him.
I'm gonna extend the sword out. I'm gonna activate Thorn Whip.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's your range on Thorn Whip?
30 feet.
All right, you got it. So do your thing, sir.
Do it. Don't ask me.
23 to hit.
That'll do it.
And then 8 damage from the Thorn Whip, and then
Yes.
pull him down.
10
toward-
feet, right?
Huh?
Is it how
It's
far?
10 feet. It's 10 or
Pull it towards 10 feet.
yeah, 10 feet toward me.
So he goes prone.
I don't know if he takes
Full
falling
damage.
damage, but
Onto some swords.
Well, when he lands, you hear a distinct cracking sound, and he isn't moving.
You took my food. Took my thing.
oh,
Playing with that.
okay.
You don't.
All right, and with that, all of your enemies are now dead.
I'm a cat right now.
And with that,
Soth is dead. Awesome. We did it.
we
Don't play with
will
Flossie.
Come on.
end combat. Congratulations, you survived, barely. But congratulations, you survived.
Ah!
Yeah.
So, now,
So
what do you need to do?
I'm going to investigate these bodies and see if they have
Yeah.
any insignias or things on them, but also I'm going to go get my horns because I told them that they're
Yeah.
uncollectible
I think
horns.
the very
Ours
first thing,
don't.
considering this guy was like probably, I don't know, he seemed like he was the sneakiest one. He was the last one, and he's the one that's right here. I think I'm gonna check his body, see if there's any missives, notes.
Okay, so you
Anything
guys are
like
going to
that.
be searching then.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody doing anything else? We've still got Layla and Darrow are down.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all,
Still performing.
from where I am, just let's be clear here.
We're just taking really good naps.
But yeah,
But
this
you're
place is
up
a
there
short
on the
rest,
roof
right?
with me,
Yes.
right?
No,
Yes.
I'm joking. We're both on the roof.
Oh, so
You
you're
got
both on the roof. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's just be clear here. I will, like my panther, I will clearly like scream really, really loudly, like that ridiculous snarl because I'm excited, things are done. And I will drop my wild shape and
Okay.
if they're at least stabilized, then if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to attempt, and I don't know, you can tell me if I'm doing this wrong, but attempt to, like, if I can magic up some good berries, I can feed them some, yes?
I'll give it to you.
Okay? So I can, and that will give me, it only gives you like 1 HP, but it's something to like get you up at the very least.
All right, so Darrow and Layla, you open your eyes to see Sai, and she is, shoving berries down your throat, basically.
Squeezing
Did we
the
win?
juice into our mouth.
Yeah. And rub your throat. You're awake.
Did we
All
win?
of the party is awake.
Y'all awake.
Darrow wants to know, did we win?
Oh! Yes.
All right, those of you who are searching bodies, you are looking for some sort of insignia, missives, anything at all to show that this was some sort of planned, nefarious, coordinated attack, and you find nothing. This just seems to be a crime of opportunity.
Hmm.
Can I medicine check myself
Yes.
for like bandages?
Are there, so there's no like, symbols, tattoos, or anything that they all like they're all sharing, or that
There
they all
is
have in
no
common?
sort of thing to connect them or identify them as a coordinated group. There is nothing to show that they are all working together in any way. Nothing to identify any particular guild that they may have belonged to. Nothing of the sort. But I'm certain you'd like to know the loot that you've discovered on them.
Absolutely, we would.
Mhm.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What's the sword? What is that?
What?
That sword that the guy had. What is that?
Yeah, that was gonna be my thing. Is he wearing a cloak or something? I can wrap that in. Because I know what that.
I'm gonna get the horns because I done told these minotaurs I'm taking these.
All right, so you find great axes on both minotaurs. The zombie brute was wielding, I think it was a great sword, if I remember correctly. And you find in total 300 gold pieces in assorted coin. Seems like they have been robbing and looting. Oh, that's right, this is just slams and bites, yeah. You do find a great sword. You find light crossbow, 2 short swords on this very scary assassin-y looking individual. And you find vials of poison on him that you may or may not want to take with you. It's
How
up to
many?
you. 3.
Thank you.
And can I identify what types of poison they are?
Yes, you may. Go ahead. Do you have like a craft, poison, alchemy?
I'm proficient in medicine and I have nature as well.
All right. Give me nature. We'll give you that.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
All right. Cool. So let's see here. Where is the? That's not too bad. We'll give you that one. Yeah. So you find this. It's called. I'm looking through them right now. Give me just a moment. Here we go. Serpent venom. No, I'm sorry. Purple worm poison. My bad.
Okay. Got it.
I mean, that sounds bad.
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
nasty.
I'd like to climb down extremely carefully.
With that one hit point there.
Before you do, it doesn't, I do like up to 10 berries at a time, so I would have shoved 4 more in your hand.
Oh, there it is.
Not that it's a lot more. but
Change
it's-
that. I'm sorry. I gave you the wrong one. It's wyvern poison. My bad.
Wyvern poison. Okay.
Yeah.
And then once I carefully make my way down, since I saw them coming from a certain area, I'm gonna go check that out a little bit and see if I can tell the direction they came from.
So as you go and start looking through it, the tracks and everything lead back into the like deeper parts of the refugee village that has sprung up outside the city of Kalaman. You feel like they probably, and this is just your expertise, they probably were maybe not coordinated at first, but then they realized they all had the same idea. And they were literally just looking for the easiest targets and just grabbing what they could.
Sure. Taking advantage of the situation.
Right. And the zombie is the only thing that doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because it has no need. And you think, and I'll just give this to you. Again, security specialist makes you go like, well, why is a zombie here?
It was a mighty battle here.
Zombie was here just for the easy food. That's all it is. It was just, looking for something to eat. And not terribly intelligent, but with all these people packed in together and so many of them defenseless, it just made for easy pickings. So there was no guidance behind this creature. And they probably were following just because if something happened, that's a big distraction.
Sure.
They were not expecting to encounter a fully armed and capable batch of defenders, but they were still pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have dispatched them. Any other questions?
Once I'm done with that, I'd like to go around and collect whatever arrows I can.
Okay, yeah. So as long as you didn't have any natural ones, you get 75% of them back, half of them, whichever.
Okay.
75 is fine.
What?
I'm gonna climb down as carefully.
Anybody else just front flip it off?
And then
Blade pose?
Swan dive.
If we look at the investigating the armor on the zombie, is there any distinguishing brands, marks?
Yes. Give me a very let's see. Give me a history check.
History. 15.
15. Nope. You don't see anything that really stands out to you. It's old armor. That's about it. It's really old armor.
There were some bird-like people. I'm assuming, like.
There was a yes.
Yeah, there was. Has anybody checked his body? Did we get the loot from him too?
He, pretty sure he ran off.
Mm.
Because you don't see him.
Okay.
Just like the wolves are gone. Wolves would have been the same thing as the zombie. They were really just kind of following easy pickings.
Mm.
Now you understand that outside the city is not safe.
Sure.
So can we also talk about the gigantic ballistas that were being fired at us? Because
many large arrows.
I lean up against one that's embedded and say, I don't know what are you talking about. No, yes. I got an idea. Let's look up.
Somebody that was helping.
The beautiful sky above you.
Can't see anything else?
Where does
Nope.
it seem like they came from?
Can I,
Anybody know what direction they came from?
This guy.
this guy.
perception, investigation?
You're
Sorry.
so smart. Thank you so much.
Oh, Captain.
I am humbled by your wits.
Give me an
I saved
investigation.
you.
I'll give you that much.
So I think that I've earned.
13.
Nice.
Let me see the fire.
The size of these arrows could not have been fired from your normal everyday bow like you carry. And you're not really sure what direction they came from because they were coming straight down out of the sky.
Yeah.
But you see nothing above you.
And
In the air.
how far from the harbor are we? I mean,
Yeah, you're a couple. You're too far for it to come from the.
too far for it to range. So
Yeah.
this came from the sky.
Airships are not a thing?
Airships are not a thing.
What's
Had
in the
not-
airship?
Gnomish flying vehicles.
If that happens, then I mean, I'd like a part of
No,
that.
they have all the best stuff.
I bet you would, you and your family. Open up
I
the
had not
skies.
climbed down
Adding
from the
things
top
onto
of that
those.
container where I was standing. Before I get down, would I be able to look and see anything that maybe I wouldn't be able to see if I was on the ground as to where these rather large ballista?
Give me a perception check, but I'm gonna have you roll it with disadvantage due to distance.
Is there any particular markings on the ballista bolts, like SS flying boat? Or something like that?
Is there? No, there's not.
Okay.
Waiting on a roll over here.
Oh yeah, no. I
Okay,
can see
no,
it.
you have no clue. Anything else?
I'm asking if anybody's got any healing left. Because I'm very, very, very hurt.
Very?
Yeah, I can help a little bit.
I'm going to.
A berry is
I'll
1
head over
point, right?
to
Yeah.
I'll take a berry.
Reverence.
Mhm.
15 points, lay on hands.
Ooh, nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Better.
I just have good berries.
Is that the
Basically,
first time
don't
you've actually used that
die.
now?
Mhm.
What does it look like when you do lay on hands currently?
Keep it PG, please.
It is. It's hard for me to do.
Yeah.
Initially, it comes out, and I'm trying to do it. I think Reverence would probably get a sense that what I am doing, like I know what I am trying to do. She is, I get it, and she gets it too. Like it comes out as like this violent purple,
Mm-hmm.
like type of energy. And if I were to touch her with this, it would not heal her at all. It would hurt her. So it takes a great amount of effort for me to get it focused up, and get it to turn that lunar white bluish tint to get it to activate, and then I'm able to do it. But it takes a great deal of concentration for me to get it there. So mechanically, I would say like out of combat, I can do it. But if I was to try and lay on hands in combat, if I don't make a proper check,
Yeah, we'll give you a concentration
yeah,
check on
it's
it.
gonna need something in order for me to get it to actually heal. Otherwise, it's gonna do harm if I
Okay.
hit somebody. So
Cool.
Well done, Astral. The gods are favoring you too.
Fabulous.
no, this is not favor.
Cool.
This is something else.
I feel it's favor. It feels good.
This is troubling.
So those of you who took
Well, it's not anger.
more than, we'll say 15 points of damage, those of you who took more than 15 points of damage, you're not pretty to look at right now. You're coated in your own blood, and if you went down, you've got, muck and dirt and all kinds of nasty on you. Just be aware of that before you interact with anybody else.
I
Is there something on my face?
I tell the group
All of it.
about the ballista
Your
bolts.
face is on your face,
Mhm.
so there's.
I think these were sent by the gods too.
Really?
I feel
Yeah.
like we're gonna have to have
If
a
they
talk
were
about
sent
why
by the-
you just assume the gods did everything.
I
If
mean,
they were sent by the gods, the
do
arrows
they-
would not still be here.
do they look like
They manifested in the material
normal
plane.
bolts? Do they?
So-
No,
Hold
no, they don't.
So-
They are like nothing you have seen before.
So you're saying
Gods.
you think this is from the gods?
Yeah, I mean they're helping us so much already.
Then why did it miss?
Oh, snap.
Well, my spells don't always work.
But this is coming from a god. I'm pretty sure it would hit.
No, I think
I take 2 steps away from Durin.
I think we probably he just badmouthed the gods. That's why he's stepping away from Durin.
I didn't badmouth the god. I was asking general question.
I think our will has a lot to do with how much the gods can do for us.
It is reverence you for this, but Durin does have a point.
What point does Durin have? Ever?
Ouch.
Ever.
Hurtful. And Durin makes
If these weapons did come from the gods, I cannot imagine that their power would be so randomized that it would miss. When the gods give us the abilities and we fail in the execution, it is us that is failing as the conduit of their power. These came, from what you are saying, out of nowhere. So it was manifested by, it very well may have been a god that is helping us, but they are helping us through a vessel, and a vessel is fallible. Someone was here responsible for these. Now we need to find the person that is responsible.
A flying giant? I mean, he's,
So you think we have another ally out there?
Did you have, so
Seems like it, maybe.
this world is so strange. Hang on a second. So we have worms, we have the ash that have come here. Now you are telling me that there are giant. No, I am not from here. I do not claim this place.
throwing these is probably not from
So
here
you are
either.
saying that there are giants with wings?
I'm just saying, look, I thought it was the gods. You're telling me there's a conduit.
It has, you are a conduit. I am a conduit.
I
Right.
think giants with
Somebody-
wings is just dragons.
Somebody is responsible. Now we find a
You think there's
person.
dragons out there
Then
doing it?
we will
Well,
understand.
no, but I mean, like, dragons are real. That's all I was saying.
By the way, out
I
of
didn't say
character,
dragon with wings, clearly not.
Tavares,
Huh?
Reverence thinks Durin is making up a lot of these things that Ispen said. So that's why she's like, really, what?
He really is.
So,
He is.
I didn't want you thinking it came out of nowhere.
No.
So
He
first-
is. But still.
Yeah.
It makes
So
sense. I'm like,
the
Yeah.
first order of business, if we want to find who is responsible for these large arrows coming out of the sky,
Clean ourselves
considering that
before we
there
see
are,
children.
well, yes, we need to do that. Are there any mysterious sky people in this world?
Dragons. There are dragons.
Okay.
They are not
Kenku?
sky people.
Wait, do Kenku fly?
I'm from the mountains.
Excuse
I don't know.
me?
They
I
are
don't know.
not people.
Whoa!
Do Kenku fly?
I'm getting you to
Daryl?
take like several steps back, sir.
Dragons are grand magical beings. They are not people. They are gods. One Reverend says God brought me here, who is a dragon. It is not a person. They're not people.
Could be a Kenku.
So they are. Are they magical sky people?
They are
can't
flying.
fly.
Aarakocra?
Croaker can fly. Kenku cannot fly.
Bird people?
They're bird people.
I don't.
Yeah, so
think
we
there
do
is a
have sky
campaign.
people.
You never
We need
know
to
what can come
find-
through a portal.
So maybe we start there. We find a tribe village of these
Bird
randomized
people.
bird people and see if either of them happened upon.
My money's
Our
on
type
dragons,
visit.
but cool.
Your money is on dragons. So
Dragons,
the giant
bird
bolts
people.
that come down.
I mean, what?
Dragons use
The
arrows.
gods.
What,
The gods.
Are they launching fingernails
The
from their
gods.
claws?
The
Hmm?
gods.
Is that how it's happening?
Why can't dragons use huge
I'm
crossbows?
I'm feverish at this point.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
like, I don't understand
Yeah,
what you're
it's
arguing with me.
after midnight. You were awoken to do this. You nearly died doing it.
So combat's over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I feel like we're
start
about ready to
rolling
roll
the
initiative.
bodies off the top of the roof.
I'm heading to the beach.
Yeah, we should probably like
like
hide
take
these
off
bodies.
take off
What's
my
that?
armor.
Hide them.
Why would we hide them?
Why would we hide them? I'm just gonna roll them off the roof so they don't start rotting in the sun in the morning.
We only need to hide things if we've done something wrong. We did nothing wrong.
What do
We
you
didn't
want
Well,
to
I-
do? Set them at the curb so sanitation picks them up in the morning?
Yeah, that'd be
No, we
important.
probably should take them
If
to the
anything-
guards so that they know what's going
The
on
dead
out here. in the
bodies,
Bit
if
of
we
a
take-
hike.
we set them up on a pyre, we
Well,
burn them.
probably not, but
So
If
wait.
we have undead that are here, clearly undead
they
are a
wanted
thing.
proof at the castle that stuff was going on, so proof.
So
We could feed them to the dogs.
we should probably take the zombie body.
No?
Yeah, there's wagons. We can empty a wagon and
Oh, I'm gonna go
I will
get-
drag it all up to
I
the
currently
castle.
work for the city. There's no reason why they would think that I
Like
am
her
lying. I can just come and
weirdest-
vouch. It's fine.
They
And you
said
do have to
proof.
report there in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Oh
It's gonna be a
man.
rough morning for
You
you,
got a
buddy.
shift in the morning?
I don't think it's that early. Is it that early?
Even
Well,
more
I
card
got
for
a
your money,
job.
bro.
I'm going to check the surrounding houses, even though I'm in pain, and see if there's any other citizens that did not escape.
I don't think he heard you.
I'm gonna check any of the surrounding houses where the enemies were to see if there's any other citizens that did not escape. Make sure they're okay.
So you check in, you find some very scared looking individuals who are basically, they're hiding and trying to be quiet, hoping that whatever danger was going on leaves them alone.
You're safe. Don't mind me. The blood it's mostly mine, but it is some of the minotaurs too. I'm okay. You've been saved. You guys can come out now. Yes. Did you see anything? Hear anything else? Okay. Yeah. You can still cower if you want to, but you can technically leave right now. Okay.
Where would we go?
I don't know. I mean, you can. No, I don't want you in the mountains.
Wow.
We're very close off from people.
Mm.
Is anybody doing anything else?
Astral is cleaning himself.
Cleaning?
I'm cleaning
Cleaning.
myself up.
Cleaning yourselves up? Okay.
I'm gonna help with the whatever their dastardly plan with the bodies was, and then
The
I'm gonna
wagon
clean
and-
myself up too.
Layla's gonna put them in the wagon and go show them, you know, to the guards in the morning. Hey,
Here's
look.
the evidence of our crimes.
Yeah.
Not our crimes. We didn't do it.
Oh,
We were saving people. Like,
All about perspective.
well,
granted, they're not gonna believe me, but whatever.
Especially since you weren't supposed to leave your ship again.
Maybe you have Astral do that.
Well, clearly it's a good thing I did, cause.
Maybe you have Astral do that. He
Fine.
worked for them anyway.
I'll go back to the kids.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
waiting
they're.
to talk to him
You
about,
you go back
into the
into the
city,
little.
'cause this is getting ridiculous.
You go back into the little hut there, and you are immediately face to knife with Cubby, who is like feral, and all the rest of the children are behind her. And as soon as she sees you, she's suspicious. She lowers the knife but doesn't put it away.
Good job, Cubby. You protected your brothers and sisters. Well done. Well done. Family. Please don't stab me. Family. Good job. I'd like to lay down now, Cubby. Can I do that?
She's nonverbal, so she's not really giving you. I'm sorry, not nonverbal. She doesn't speak your language, so.
Do I speak? No, I speak Gnomish. I'm just gonna lay down
Okay,
carefully,
all right.
watching her.
She's watching you.
That's it. I just want to sleep for a bit.
Okay.
I think after Astral gets done cleaning himself, if they've gathered the bodies, I'm
Put
gonna
on a wagon.
I'm gonna request that they leave the bodies near my tent where I'm sleeping. I am going to do a long rest. I don't care if I'm late.
Okay.
I will take whatever punishment comes from that, but the reason why I'm going to do it is because I'm going to be bringing these bodies to work.
All right.
And this is going to be my reason on why I am late.
That's
Like-
perfectly fine.
I feel like that's gonna be
My
good enough, right?
excused tardy, or whatever the case may be. We had a wrong night.
Okay.
But that's my
Layla, are you
fault.
staying at the refugee camp or are you going back to ship?
Well, I guess it's just one way back to the ship.
All right, you make it back to the ship, no problem.
Be a good.
Durin, do you sleep?
yeah.
Sai, do you
I
sleep?
clean myself, but I sleep full 8 hours. I don't even care.
Okay,
I
long
would
rest.
like very much to, but that seems like a terrible idea if everyone else is laying down to sleep. So,
We have an elf.
He's not that evil.
Yeah, the elf won't really sleep.
but it feels like
4
something
hours.
I should check with him
What
about
you
first.
have, I mean, you kind of already have had it because this happened after midnight.
Ah, well, I'm gonna sleep in for 4 more hours.
Okay, so I will stand watch for the 4 hours that you need to rest.
And then I'll take over.
And then he can take over and I can get 8 hours and the rest of you can just deal with that. Because at that point I need 8 hours. Damn it.
That's gonna, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I know it'll eat into the day, but at this point, like.
Gotcha. Oh, you can reset your
All right.
candles. Oh no, you're not long.
So,
How's that
Auto
work for
save.
you?
Auto save right now. So if something happens, we're going back to this point.
okay,
I don't
the
know
rest of
what
the
works.
evening, the rest of the night passes uneventfully. Morning comes, late morning comes, noon finally arrives when Sai gets up from her rest. And at this point, very quickly, we're going to thank our sponsors, Comic Emporium, for hosting us once more. I did not do this earlier because I wanted to definitely get through that combat. So thank you all coasters who are joining us now and in the future. We also want to go ahead and do very quickly our introductions, and then we're going to move right along. So we have all the way over on your left side of the screen, there is Mark, who plays Darrow, our security specialist, followed by Larry, who plays Reverence, who is our priest of Paladine. We have Aaron, who is playing Astral, our night skin wanderer of the astral planes. We have Sai, and played by Kara, who has the fabulous Earl with her at all times. Then we have Tavares, who is playing Durin, our lovable rock-throwing mischief maker. And last and certainly not least is Loretto playing our sea elf pirate captain, Layla Stormwater. Now, back to the game. Noon has come. You are all awake. You have eaten. You have spoken with the mayor and explained what happened the night before. They are going to spend the day securing their homes and setting here for the time being. They're going to try to reinforce with all of the supplies that was brought by Guard Silver. And it is now time for Astral to report for duty. It's actually past time. 8 hours past time.
Oh.
I thought you said he was only doing 4 hours.
Yes, but we had to wait for
Oh,
you
had
to
wait for
get
me
up.
to get up.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, not really sorry.
For me to go.
I don't know, Astral, did you wait or not?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Astral has long gone by the time Sai wakes
get that.
from her slumber. So Sai, you will make it up to the. You'll report to the barracks with your family.
Yes.
Um,
And coming into the city, I drop off the barrel. You know, just to let the border guards know, like, or the
Here's a barrel of
Barrel
Barrel bodies.
Barrel of bodies here.
barrel bodies.
Barrel bodies.
But yeah, I report to them, let them know camp was attacked middle of the night. I'm a little late, but
Yeah, they
that's the
see what
reason
you've
why.
got there, and they look it over. They're like, all right, better go ahead and they like, you know, you want to cover that before you go carting it through town.
I wanted to ask you, gentlemen, is this something that I should bring to command and let them know since I am late for my shift?
You should go ahead and bring it on up to your officer in charge of you, and just make sure that you report what happened. Give as accurate as you can. We understand it's your first day,
Absolutely.
so they do want to know what's going on outside. It's not going to change anything. We'll just go ahead and tell you that, but you still need to report it.
Sure thing. Thank you for that. I'll go ahead and get the cover for
Yeah.
these bodies as I headed.
Not a problem. So you get them covered up. You get all the way up to the barracks there, and you have somebody who's waiting on you. But it is your friend Silver. And as soon as he sees the card, he's like, "You didn't have to bring it back."
I didn't. I left it.
Oh gods. We hear about things going on outside the walls, but
I totally understand it. It was already told to me that it's not going to change our situation on the outside of the city walls. But at the very least, I wanted to know that I am appreciative of everything that you have done for us, and this is the reason why I was late.
And
we had an extended.
Becklin is okay?
Yes, everybody in the camp is alive and well. Speaking of which, my children.
The face.
You didn't have those yesterday. In fact, I know who that is, and I know you are not the father.
Silver. Rites were performed yesterday. These are orphans from the village of Vogler. I am their father.
Have you got proof? Paperwork? Anything?
Paperwork? There's no paperwork involving that. You have to double check with the mayor. That's the only official that was there, along with the Knight Reverence. She was the one who performed the rites.
All right. Given what happened, I'm going to just let this go for now, and we will have to make inquiries.
I appreciate you letting me bring my family in.
No, I'm here to help, believe it or not.
Absolutely.
But there are regulations to follow.
Yes.
So yeah, he says, "You're really late." I know. Anyways.
And for all intents and purposes, Cubby is not the quickest person to get ready for a trip into the city.
She has somehow found another knife at some point.
She stole did she steal one of her short swords?
Yeah, I know those were taken, but she's got somebody's knife. She's got both out now, and yeah.
I'm gonna train Cubby. I'm gonna train her way of the dwarves.
She likes stabbies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If she looked like she wanted one, I would
So,
give her one.
yeah, he takes you in. You see the quartermaster. Quartermaster looks at your family and is like, yeah, okay, good luck with this. But for now, since Silver is vouching for you and he is your OIC, we're going to let you in. So he takes you, and Silver takes you back over to the room that you'll be staying in, which you've already visited once before. And, shows you in. You guys go through. It takes you a little bit to get settled on your first day. And he says, how's everybody else? You came by yourself, which I didn't expect, actually.
Everybody is resting back at the camp. I was not sure what to expect on my first day, but I figured during the day they would be okay. I can get the particulars done here and probably go back and check. But everybody is doing well. We sustained heavy injury, but everybody is alive and well.
That's good to hear. Yeah,
There's a couple of losses in some of the neighboring camps. It looks as if that the group that attacked us they had a busy night. But we put us up to it.
Oh, thank you. And that is excellent work. You understand, I am proud as can be. But from now on, if it's outside the walls, unless it's a direct danger to you, you have to let it go. If it happens within walls, you are well within your rights. But as a city guard, your job is to protect the city, not outside of it.
Right, 100%. I understand.
Just so we're clear,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have this kind of conversation before or anything like that. I need you to be on.
Now that my family is inside the walls, I have no reason to be out there, right?
That's
Sleeping.
correct.
I will rest my head within the city walls.
Correct. Awesome. Great.
Unless, of course, I am sent on mission.
Well, speaking of, so that's what I wanted to tell you. I've been waiting for you. So Marshal Vendry has assigned me as your officer in charge. I'm going to be the person that will be your guide to get you acclimated to service, to kind of show you what's going on. You're going to be shadowing me for a couple of days here. You'll be on mission with me unless Marshal Vendry gives you direct orders otherwise, which will still be delivered by me. In today's operation, so I actually wanted to tell you, and I was hoping to tell everybody, but Marshal Vendry has gathered together a troop, a scout party that he's sending
To confirm the story of Vogler.
Yeah, to confirm the story of Vogler. Yeah, and to see what kind of threat is out there. So during this time, it has passed. Time has passed. You guys are all awake. You're up together. Layla, you're back in the city. Have been. Nobody knows that you left, as far as you know. What do the rest of you do?
I totally told. No.
Did they let me back in the city?
Oh,
Or
I
on the
assumed you.
boat?
I assumed you swam. Yeah, you're on your boat when you know.
When they woke up, so
Yeah.
or so that they saw me on there, and then I can okay.
I think there's
Then I
one,
can dip and then okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's one question that I would ask Silver fairly early on, if I could, if there was a brief pullback. There's one companion that is unaccounted for, though. Where is Derek?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since
He had
yesterday.
spoken with the commander
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. Marshal Vendry called him into his office.
No word from him.
No. I thought that Marshal Vendry said something about sending him as an envoy to get the Knights of Solamnia to come back.
A fitting task. Okay.
So what are the rest of you doing?
I would like, since I didn't know what happened to me after I started performing. When I woke up, though, sigh was over me, and I had a bitter, kind of sweetish berry.
Salad.
So I would approach her.
Sure.
You have been approached.
Okay.
Sigh,
Yep.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I owe you one.
Honestly, we're all out here together. I don't think you owe me anything. I'm just glad I could help.
I got you. I just like to keep my books clean.
Fair enough.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna go to the ship because she owes me.
All right. So you're headed to town.
Oh Lord. After that brief exchange with Darrow, I have things I need to find out for myself, and I think that I need to try to go into the city. And we were supposed to, before everything kind of went sideways, we were supposed to go to there's an not Bright Spot, there is it's not in these notes. There was a tavern that we were supposed to go to, and I would very much like to go there.
I think that was the tavern that we thought
Bacaris
was at.
Right,
Yeah.
I understand, but I still need to go there.
Okay.
So I would probably, if everyone's up, just for purposes of just checking in so we don't lose each other, I might just, Darrow and I just had that conversation. I just say like, but I'm gonna head into town. I'm gonna head to the tavern. I've got some business of my own I need to take care of.
Okay.
And I'm headed into the tavern. If I see Reverence on the way, I'll tell her where I'm going, but.
So, all right. So, Reverence, you do see Sai and Durin heading towards the city. What are you doing?
Well, I was going to go with him and the children, but that kind of passed me by.
Then I'm going to allow it. I'm just going to say you went.
The place we were at where we lost Derek, was that City Hall or?
That's the Castle Calaman.
Castle. Okay. Then I hate that the party is separating, but she's got something she needs to do. He's gone to the ship. What are you doing?
Well, she didn't ask me to go anywhere, so I'm just gonna hang out, I guess.
I'm gonna go and check on Derek. Do you want to go with me? Separate as little as possible.
Sure.
I want to know what's happened to Derek because we haven't spoken.
Okay. All right. So all four of you will travel together towards the city.
Okay.
Layla, what do you do once you wake up? Are you headed? Are you going to try to go leave the ship and go into town, or are you going to try to go back to the refugee camp?
Can I get to town through the water?
Not without crossing the docks.
Cross. Can't like swim under around where there's walls stopping. Okay.
They're learning.
No, those have probably been there. I can get
Yeah.
to the refugee camp because it's outside.
Right.
Is what
This'll
I
teach
assume.
her.
Correct.
We're gonna
No, I'm
guard
pretty
this.
sure the walls into the city were extended to the dock.
And past.
Mhm. I will probably try and see if I can convince them to let me go into the city. That I need to talk to the mayor or them about my cannon.
All right. So you reach the guards, and they're already like back on your ship, Layla. So you want to throw a persuasion or a deception?
Sure, they're the same. It's the same bonus.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So what is your convincing lie or truth here?
I am that I got a letter via pigeon, whatever,
Sure,
saying that from the mayor that I needed to go in, but I left it on the ship, and they need to allow me pass so I can go see the mayor, like they requested about my cannon.
Oh. All right. Well, straight to Castle Calamam. Don't make any side trips. No stopping to drink. We expect you back here within a couple hours.
Alcohol on my own.
You do?
On my ship. There's plenty. I don't need to drink in town. I just need to
You're
go
not
see
supposed
the
to have
mayor.
alcohol on your ship. That's part of your. That's it.
I don't remember ever hearing anything about no alcohol. You're gonna deny the pirates out? You want a mutiny out here?
It's your
All
fault.
of them?
It's your fault.
All of them?
Yes.
What do you think's kept them okay on there? You're gonna start something you don't want. Just let them keep it.
We're gonna pretend like you didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
All right. So you're headed to the castle. All right. At this point, other than Durin and Sai, because you guys have your own places you're going, unless Durin, you see Layla, and she's off the ship and heading towards the castle.
I'll go to what? Yeah.
Oh, I'm also gonna ask his name so I can say that he gave me permission to go in town.
Oh, nice. Alrighty.
Just
Setting
in
the
case
man
I
up.
get stopped by anybody else. I've got.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, if I see Layla, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay, so Layla, you see Durin and Reverence and Roderick and Darrow all heading towards the castle. They see you. You see her. And you see Sai as well, but Sai is not heading towards the castle. Sai has gone a different path.
Okay, I'll join them, I guess, since they're going that way.
All right. Sai, we're gonna get back to you because we're gonna hold. So the rest of you head up towards the castle. It's about this time that Silver brings you out of the barracks and says, "All right, let's do the rounds." And I'll just kind of show you where you're going to be patrolling. Basically, we make sure that the courtyard is maintained. We see, just kind of like I did before, where we make sure that everybody who comes in, we check. We make sure that they're not like, terrible, about to assassinate anybody. If they need help, we'll show them where to go, and we escort them to a point. So if they're heading for the meeting chambers, we'll walk them over, but we don't go inside. And so as he's like saying this to you, you see a majority of your friends and compatriots coming up the way here. You can't miss. Yeah.
A group of adventurers who have no ill intent whatsoever.
Hey, I know these guys. They're all right. So you guys all see Silver and you see Astral, and they seem to be in conversation. And then upon seeing you, they all you are all now rejoined, other than Sai. And so Silver tells you the same thing. Hey, I was just about to show him the rounds. What are you guys doing here?
Reverence wants to go find
Derek.
Yes.
I'm told Astral this morning that I hadn't seen him since yesterday. Marshal Vendry had asked him into his office, and that was the last time I see him. But I believe he was sent as an envoy to ask the knights to return.
Oh, well, we should talk to the marshal to make sure, and then find out where he was sent for the knights.
I'll take you over there. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get any sort of information. I don't even know if he'll be able to see the marshal. But we'll go to where Marshal seats after noon at this point. So Marshal Vendry will probably be. Oh, Marshal, there's a scouting party that he's sending out to go investigate your claims. Should be actually at the muster. So let's go. And so he leads the way. And it's a very quick walk, and you enter into a sort of like it's an open area, a lot of horses. It's not a stable, but it's like a preparation area, staging area, basically. You see several knights. You see about a dozen of these city guards, all dressed in the Calaman finery. And you see Marshal Vendry, and he is talking to a small rabbit-like creature, also wearing the City of Calaman livery, carrying a bow far larger than this creature ought to be able to wield. On its back is a quiver full of ballista-sized arrows.
Gotta be a clue.
And look at reference.
Mm-hmm.
Conduit.
And Marshal Vendry is, Zeal, I need you to get back with us as quickly as possible. If there's any proof at all, any legitimacy to this this threat that has befallen Vogler, then take your men and get back here as quickly as possible. Do not engage the enemy.
See what we can do, Captain. Again, I must apologize for being late again today. I was helping some adventurers outside the city gate. Looked like they needed some help.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me where you were last night?
Well, you were on duty on the walls.
Yes. And is it not my job to protect the city from outside threat?
Yes.
If the people outside the city fell in battle, then the enemy would have advanced towards the city next.
I appreciate your...
Marshal, if I may. He was assisting another member of the guard. I was there as well.
Is this true?
I mean, it was the dead of night. I couldn't really see, and I don't exactly know your face.
We locked eyes.
You locked eyes.
You saw me, and I saw you.
Zeal was on guard duty on the walls.
I have very clear vision in the nighttime.
I don't know much about your people, so I will assume, as a city guard of Calaman, you would not lie to your commander.
Of course not.
Zeal, is this true?
We can say, yes. It was the middle of the fight. We can't really try to name names or anything.
Your bow is fantastic and you're a spectacular shot.
I
did
really
miss
like
a
those
few.
twisters.
I am not there.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
Zeal.
Of course.
Is it Zeal?
Not there.
What's
You
that?
are.
Your name?
My name. My name is Zeal Moss Blossom.
Zeal.
Of the Eastbriar Moss Blossom. Not to be confused with the Westbriar Moss Blossom.
Oh my god, I can't.
No confusion. No confusion.
I can't
Sorry.
right now.
I come up and offer a hand. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And your name?
Astro Luminarius
I remember that.
of the Bergen clan Sunspear of Deva.
Gotcha.
I want to come up too. Thank you, Zeal. I'm Reverend Sprightheart.
Good to meet you.
Briar moss blossoms.
Well, now that the pleasantries are out of the way, soldiers, you have a mission. I expect you back in 3 days.
This
Do
is the
not
scouting party.
engage the enemy. Zeal, I am talking specifically to
He's a bunny on a mission.
you. Your job is to observe and report. If there is nothing to observe, I want that report as well. If there is something to observe, I need you to live long enough to report it, so get back here.
How would they know it was me?
Because there are more than just you going.
Yes.
And the rest of them,
But if the scouting party's at camp and I can take the chance.
do not go off on your own. I'm putting you in charge. This is your first command mission, officially.
I understand, Captain.
Great.
I will mark on his map the location where the army was garrisoned. It may have moved, but this is where they were garrisoned last, a couple days ago.
Don't take chances, Zeal.
I'll try not to.
All right. And with that, your scouting party is dismissed. Now, the rest of you,
Eastbriar moss blossom.
what are you
The
here?
Westbriar moss blossoms are chaotic.
I know, but like, feel like neither of them listen very well, apparently.
Oh, looks like I gotta make a south one now.
There's only two as far as I know.
Nope, we're gonna go Florida man style.
Don't go
There will be a there will be a south.
We do not claim those moss blossoms.
Oh, you will claim those moss blossoms.
We
So,
will not claim those moss
Marshal
blossoms.
Vendry looks at the rest of you. Why are you here?
We're looking for Derek.
Yeah.
Derek's on a mission.
I don't.
Insight.
And
I
Roll
think.
it.
for all intents and purposes, Marshal, Derek is not a member of the City Watch or Command.
And you are. And aren't you supposed to be on duty right now?
I am.
Then I suggest you get to it. Silver, see your man here. And Silver's tugging and you're like, we need to go, dude. You had something you were going to say, I believe, Sir Knight.
I don't think Derek would have happily left without telling us where he was going.
Well, what if he was
I got
a
a-
special envoy?
I got a 23 on my insight, by the way.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Derek was eager to seek out your brethren and bring them back to the city. And if he did not stop to speak with you and tell you of his plans, that does not surprise me. He seemed dead set that this was an extremely urgent matter. He seemed to believe that without the knights here, the city of Kalaman would fall.
And where did he go to?
He took some information that I had and went to one of the keeps where he believes, and I believe, the knights have retreated to since we had removed them from the city. Couple of days from here.
Would I know at all?
I'll say that given that you're a knight as well, you're familiar that the knights do have forts and keeps in the area that are a couple of days away, and he could have gone to any number of them. You're not sure which. You would have to have the information that Marshal Vendry had in order to actually investigate at all.
When do you expect him back?
within the week. If he is successful. If he meets with them and they are stubborn and prideful and do not wish to return, then it may be longer.
Do you know knights to be stubborn and prideful?
I know knights to be untrustworthy.
You're gonna have to trust Derek.
That's an opinion you don't share with many people.
No, that's an opinion that most people share.
Reverence is going to stop talking because Her Honor says she can't fight this man. No, but she says, I hope you will take notice of the knights around you and open your mind to changing your opinion when fact shows you other possibilities.
I am a man that, when fact is presented, I will not deny it.
Wonderful. I look forward to having this discussion again.
I don't.
Kindness will get you a lot farther.
Kindness will get you killed.
So,
This conversation is going like this.
yeah, we'll never be friends.
So I think you should trust Derek that he's going to get help when he's coming back.
Do I believe him that he sent Derek to find the knights?
Well, that would require an insight check, which you rolled and got a 23. You rolled and got an 11.
Yeah, I believe.
For you, you absolutely 100% don't believe.
Not 20.
Oh, I don't
here.
believe him.
Yeah, you don't believe at all. 23, there's no lie. A natural 20, absolute truth.
I don't trust him. I don't believe him.
Of course Derek went to get the other knights.
So I just told you that.
I know, but I don't know.
Well, I think your heart is confusing your head.
Probably. He's interesting and different.
That doesn't match what Derek's wife had said.
Derek's wife? Durin's wife.
Durin's wife.
Frostwind?
Wife, yeah.
That doesn't match what Frostwind had said
Derek's wife right here.
What did
had taken place in there when she overheard.
Oh yeah, and it was Darren and the marshal. Do you say that out loud, or are you just thinking that?
Because he's gone.
I went. It's
Oh,
something
you
I'm
left.
processing in
You
my
left.
head. It was like
I-
Frostwind said that there was
You can
another
smell
voice
smoke
in there.
coming from his ears, though.
I wouldn't have
And
thought about it.
I don't trust him.
It's like, so there is a mistake somewhere. I don't understand. But it's something I can't deal with right now. I have to work. So
I don't believe him.
And I don't want to duel the marshal just yet.
Not yet, later, huh?
Go for it.
It's a
That
coming.
sounds like a later problem.
I don't
what I'm
think he's.
hearing.
I don't think he's
I'll
being
wait
honest.
for her
problem?
fight.
I don't trust
And then Marshall realizes Layla is back in the castle. Second day in a row.
The guard let me come into the city. I needed to speak to them. They took my cannon, and I need to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah, he makes his insight check and is like,
I do need to talk to somebody about that. I need it back.
yeah, there's no way my guards
How am I?
gave you permission to come through.
I will totally tell them the name of the guard too.
Okay. Well,
I do
looks
so much
like
trouble.
Yep,
that
they're
person's
fired.
getting a
Fired is
a
probably
retraining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A corrective measure.
Mm-mm,
Yep.
mm-mm. Do not want to do that.
Did you guys hear that?
Nope.
I had to go. I had a
I
timer
mean,
going.
it was a pirate ship.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say.
I'm really hungry.
All right, Layla.
I had a timer going.
All right, so now you know what's going on with Derek. You're going to spend the rest of your day at work until the evening comes. The rest of you, what do you plan to be doing at this point?
Do I know they pulled money off of the bodies?
We should have 50 gold
Yeah.
pieces.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
That's if we're talking about how it got dispersed. If they robbed people,
I was gonna say,
Astro would probably make him and see if there was any other people that suffered any losses, and then use the gold to compensate them, and then take whatever profits we had.
yeah,
Okay, so
The items, yes, we can take those and sell those, but if there's gold, I would request that we make everybody right before we take profits.
well, that would be what Sai was gonna do with it anyway, is double check that we weren't able to find anyone that seemed to know, like, offhand be saying they're missing
But that would
stuff.
have been something that we did last night,
Yeah,
or discussed
but-
last night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but if there wasn't, then even at that point, I don't know if it would be something she would keep or if it'd be something she would just put back into the
so Sai,
anyway.
you arrive at the steady beacon,
Yep.
and it's lunchtime when you get there. It's a couple of hours past noon, but it's lunchtime still.
Lunchtime, yeah.
Packed tap room.
Okay.
You enter in.
Mhm. I know what I'm looking for. I think first order of business for me would be if there are any boards with posted notices or anything like that. Would be to go over to the board and look for any posted notices. I am looking for anything that has to do with any sightings of dragons, any word of people talking about anything that I can connect back to dragon activity is what I'm looking for right now. Be it like them saying like an entire town was raised by fire and it seemed really centralized, it makes sense, or some huge poisonous issue, like poison or something like that, or legitimately any like out and out, like at this point, like I don't feel like it would be out of order for Sai to think that there might be someone who even had tacked up like a crude drawing of a dragon at this point and be like, I saw this thing, and because all of these cities in this area. So Sai would be looking for any of that information so she can try to kind of trace backwards and see if it matches only what she's seen or if there's any other information.
Okay. So you get to, there is like a little notice board, and it is full. It is absolutely full, but it's mostly like missing persons and have you seen, and then there's like some advertisements for the like local bard groups, guild advertisements. I mean, it's a full board of stuff. So give me, how long are you going to be doing this? Are you like one by one going through it, or?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Literally one by one, I will go through it. If it takes me longer than about 30 minutes, then it looks suspicious, and I'll go get a drink and come back and continue.
Okay, so it takes you about an hour to go through. There is so much tacked onto this board, and you do end up finding, you find two very crude drawings, and they are not exactly anatomically correct. But there are drawings of dragons raising and burning and eating, and from different villages and towns around the area, but always it's back in Vogler's direction. Like it's cities and stuff, or towns, villages in that sort of area.
Okay.
You get some like people talking about Sylvanesti, and like there's people discussing that Sylvanesti has become corrupted, and that the elves are fleeing and heading somewhere in the continent.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
You get that there are sightings of monsters, and you recognize some of these monsters because you've just recently encountered them. There are like minotaurs, and you see it's a drawing, and it is if you had not encountered one of these individuals, you would not have recognized it because it's so badly done. But you recognize that they do have a picture of one of these draconic ash that you have fought. But it's very, very, like, it's a bad drawing.
And anything on all of these notices and what I'm seeing about this, because as you know and as I now remember, I am attempting to track backwards and figure out where, if there is indeed somewhere that the other dragons have created some type of a home base. So clearly it seems like it's back towards Vogler, and something is wrong in Sylvanesti. Are there any names associated to any of this?
Nothing like that, but give me an investigation check. Just let me know what you get.
Okay. How about if I don't roll it on my computer, please, so I can actually get a number? No. 7.
Okay. Yep. Unfortunately, the information is just too random, chaotic. It's not at all. You're trying to piece together rumors and make fact out of basically just nothingness. There's not enough for you to go on. Nothing you can piece together to actually give you any real good information.
Okay. I will pull down all of the notices and I will go to whomever is, if it's been about an hour, I'm going to think that the lunch rush has probably started to slow down.
Very much so.
So I'm going to go up to the counter and say, I found all of these notices on the board, and I know it's just a random board that you put notices up on. I know this is probably nearly hopeless, but do you remember anyone who posted any of these notices?
So the barkeep is looking at what you got there, and you know, there was the monster there. Not the horned one, the other one. There was that one there. There was was that the? There's a tinker. There's a tinker that comes through here every once in a while that put that poster up.
Okay. How often does he come through?
I hadn't seen him in a while now. A couple weeks. The last time he came through, he was talking about some big invention.
Oh, the Gnomeblinger, by any chance?
No, that wasn't it. However, we'll have to find out next time. As this concludes episode 11 of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Everyone, thank you once again for joining us out there, and we will continue to do this. So we will see you again for Dragonlance in 2 weeks. Next week, tune in for episode 2 of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, where we continue to see our individuals enjoy the strangeness and whimsy of the Witchlight Carnival. Kara is our host for that one. And other than that, hey, you coasters out there, we thank you very much. Continue to like and follow and share us and keep those candles burning.
Bye!
Turtles!